Peace be with you. Is the world becoming more civilized or less? Those who hate what God has revealed in the Quran often put forth the accusation that the Quran is regressive, that what God demands from us in the Quran takes us away from civilization. As a matter of fact, I used to be one of those people when I was an atheist, and now I know that this is utterly false. That is why I'm making this video. We first have to consider, what is civilization? Civilization is not technology, it is not wealth, but a state of mind and the dedication of each individual to a certain set of moral principles that make the world a just place. When each individual decides to sincerely tell the truth, that they are not going to attack their neighbors, that they're going to love their neighbors, that we're going to respect our families, that we're going to respect the families of others, that we are going to help each other, that we are going to defend the weak and feed the orphans and feed the poor, the things that God commands in the Quran, then we become civilized. And you can take people like that and you can put them in huts in a forest or in a desert or in terrible poverty conditions, and they will stay civilized because that is their identity. Conversely, when we don't have that mindset, you can give us wealth and power and we will always destroy it. Look at the societies before us. Look at the ancient Egyptians. They had technology. Look at the ancient Romans. They built aqueducts and roads and colosseums, but they also attacked all of their neighbors, and they used to watch people be torn apart by wild animals in colosseums for fun. They were barbarians, although they had wealth and power. So when progressives talk about progress, what they don't realize is the progress that they are seeking has already been mentioned in the Quran and in the Bible. We've already been there, and we saw that it doesn't work. These ideas that they are trying to further don't work, and we know that. It's not progress. It's you want us to regress back to the state of animalistic behavior. So when they condemn these principles that are found in the Quran, they want us to regress, to be less civilized. And in their ignorance, they don't see that. And ironically, they also sit there and develop all these fields of scholarship seeking to undo the problems that they cause when the solution is in the Quran itself. For example, you have the field of female studies, or whatever they call it, and they seek to answer, how can we end the objectification of women, for example. They live in a society where they promote objectification, self-objectification to women, to convince them to objectify themselves, to prevent them from becoming more humble. And then they wonder, well, why do we have men behaving this way now? Or when they try to solve the problem of sexually transmitted diseases without addressing the problem of fornication. Or when they try to address the problem of homelessness and addiction. All of this happened before. And the Quran talks about all of it. The solution to all of it is in the Quran. And if you simply teach your people these behaviors, you can save your country. You can save your people. The solution that you are seeking to the problems you caused is in the only place you refuse to accept, and that is from God. The world is becoming less civilized. If you look at every single metric, you will see that the world is becoming less civilized. People are becoming more dishonest, more aggressive, more unjust, all of those things. And although we still have technology and wealth, we will destroy it, because every single individual is in for themselves now, and they have no moral breaks. The lack of civilization and the desire to go to places where people before us went and were destroyed for it is going to be destruction of us as well. And the only solution is in one place that these so-called progressives refuse to look. Ironically, these progressives are actually regressives. They want us to regress to dark places where our ancestors used to be, where they were taken from by the prophets, and they want us to go back there. It is a tragedy of untold proportions. Peace be with you.